Hi everyone, it's Di. Tonight I'm going to share with you a little recovery mission. Basically, a couple of days ago I made a soap called Raspberry Champagne. I finished it, I put it aside to cure. 3 days later I struggled to get it out of the mould and it just fell to bits, and it was an absolute disaster. I mean, I was feeling a little bit that way as I was making it because I wasn't too happy with the colours, but tonight I want to share a little a little tip with you, I guess, on or a question out to everybody. What do you do when disaster happens in your soap kitchen? So I ended up with a big blob of soap. I laughed about it and I thought to myself, what am I going to do with this disaster? Do I just throw it in the bin? Do I roll it into a ball, although it would have been about the size of a small football? Or do I treat it like an episode of MasterChef where they throw a piece of fish at you and a couple of apples and say, make something? So I decided to do that. So what I did was, when I came down here to my soap room this evening, what I had planned to do was actually pipe a little bit on the top of the Raspberry Champagne soap that I had made. And, I was thinking, well, that'll finish that off nicely. So this I'd already planned to put on the top. However, what I was intending to do was unmould the soap, pipe the top, and then just put it aside. And then cut it a little bit later. Of course, disaster struck, and I ended up with a blob of mush. So what I did, I pressed my blob of mush into another mould. So I don't know if you can see it. The lighting's a little bit terrible because it is night time. And the reason I kept it is because it smells beautiful. So, I mean, it was a real shame to waste it. If I could save it, I was determined to save it, even if it was just to use for myself. So the plan became I plan to pipe the top and pretty it up a little bit and just see what happens, because nothing worse could really happen, so what was there to lose? So what I did was, I've done that. While I was waiting for my topping to firm up a little bit, and I think we're pretty much there now, I took my raspberries that I'd made, my glycerin raspberries. I added a little bit of yellow to them and a little bit of white, and I popped them into a different mould and I made some little hearts. So new soap, new plan. So I did that, plus I also had another soap which was sort of a creamy colour with a little bit of a light orange colour, and I thought I'll make a couple of soap curls too, and we'll pretty this soap up and we'll see how we go. So what I want to share, I guess, with you tonight is a bit of a laugh at myself, because the best plans don't always come to fruition. Sometimes our soaping adventures become soaping disasters, but I guess it's about enjoying what we're doing, staying positive, and making the best out of a bad situation. And I just want to share with you what I've done with my bad situation, and hopefully it will turn into something a little bit better. And if in a few days time I go to unmould this one and we end up with the same mess, then I'll laugh again, roll it into a ball and play soccer with it. So here we go. So I hope you enjoy watching what I'm going to do with my soap this evening. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some of this soap into my piping bag. Shall I bring that over here? it could still be a little bit loose, but it's getting a bit late, so even if it just blobs on the top, I think it'll look fine. But anyway, we'll see what happens. The tip that I'm using is a big tip, so there is quite a big hole at the end, so hopefully it'll hold the soap in while I'm doing this. Just another little tip, when I bought my little whizzy stick, they come with these little, mine did, not all of them possibly do, but mine did, came with this container for mixing, and it just makes a great container for you to put your piping bags in. Okay. It is a little bit loose, but we'll see if move that over. This is still very, it could be a lot thicker, but it's taking a long time to thicken up. And it's 11 o'clock at night, and I've got to travel away tomorrow, so I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so that was a little bit messy, a little bit runny, but it's on and it's staying on. So I'm just going to put my little hard embeds on one side and my little swirly thing on the other side, my little soap curl. And little bit of glitter. Okay, I'm just going to cut these soap curls down a little bit actually. So just a little bit big. They just might sit a little bit better if they're a bit smaller. Okay. Okay, a little bit of glitter. Alrighty. Now I'm hoping this batch, tongue-in-cheek, will be a limited edition because I'm hoping I don't have to retrieve and restore another batch of soap gone wrong. With any luck that won't happen. But if it is the case, I'm not going to panic because hopefully this one will turn out alright. And what should we call it now? It'll come to me. So thanks for watching, and have a look at the name of my new soap. See you later.